Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So this is future prophecy. How Moses is speaking it is going to happen. That's one thing about prophecy. It come to pass. So it's history. Now, our history, whether you believe it or not, matches Bible prophecy.
Yep.
And we about to see.
Everything the Bible's coming true. What is going on?
It's true.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
But
But
this is why though. Let's read on, priest. This is why. Let's see this is not going on today.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So you see how it's going to happen first? If we don't listen. Listen to the voice of God. And you know, the voice of God spoke through who? His prophets.
Yeah.
So let's keep reading priest and his priests. Let's keep reading priests.
To observe.
Because his prophets wanted us to go into observing. Observe what? Let's find out.
To do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So this is very important for us to understand this. The reason why this happened, because we ain't hearken. We ain't listen to those statutes, those commandments, those laws. And since we ain't listen to those statutes, we ain't observe those laws, we ain't keep those commandments, guess what happened? Let's read on. It's about to tell us.
That all these curses.
Check this out. Now God's people going to be under curses right now. Curses. Let's read on, priest.
That all these curses shall come upon thee.
And these curses going to come upon us.
And overtake thee.
Overtake us.
That was it.
Read down to verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
Hey, right now, sis, we in the city of Portsmouth. It says, cursed shall we be, God's people be in the city. Now, the reason why I asked you what was your nationality when you came up here, because check this out. Isaiah 1. Let's get straight to the point, priest. Verse 3. Because I really want to know if you see yourself on the sign, whether you believe it or not. Follow read for it, priest.
Isaiah 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Hey, you know, we say crib. We say crib today. I'm going to my crib. Us. As you know that what? The Bible is speaking to who? Us. Us. So, pay attention to what Isaiah the prophet is saying about us. Read that from the top again, priest.
The ox knoweth his owner.
Right now, and how the ox knoweth his owner. Let's read, priest.
And the ass his master's crib.
And a thing about ass and the ox are animals of birth. You know, animals, you put them in the work, put them in the field to work. But with an ass, he know his master's crib. You know, so if you take him anywhere, he can find his way back home.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Now check this out about us as a people. Let's read on, priest.
But Israel.
But who?
Israel.
That's why I want to ask my sis, what's your nationality? You would never say you what?
But Israel.
You would never say you Israel.
Doth not know.
Because Israel, in the Bible, it prophesied in the last days, we are not going to know who we are. It's going to be hidden from us. And finish our priest.
My people.
And going back to God's people are who you see right here on the sign. That's why I asked you what your nationality is. Because if you say you are black or American black, Judah. Yeah, Judah. Hey, sis. And it's just not no ordinary name, just say it. This name has meaning. Even though it has meaning, it was a man, and this man had children. And they make up the 12 tribes. His brothers make up the 12 tribes with their offspring. And we all come. Let's read on.
My people doth not consider. That was it.
Israel does not consider. Because God's people. You know who God's people is? Us. Well, us is Israel. And you know how we know? Let's go back to Isaiah. Let's go back to Let's get 68. Get straight to the point.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
How did our ancestors got over here? And what kind of mode of transportation? What kind of mode of transportation? Boat. Now, boat. Now, those boats, we ain't talking about like a Disney cruise line.
No.
So what kind of boat?
Talking about like the ark boat.
Talking about slave ships. Slave ships. Now, since you mentioned boat as a mode of transportation, you know that was prophesied that would happen to the people you see right here on the sign. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh. Because remember, God's people. Hey, get Deuteronomy 1:1 real quick, please. Come right back. Have you ever heard of Israel? All praises.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1, verse 1.
So when you read in the book of Deuteronomy 1:1, they let you know that this is only written to about to find out. Let's read, priest.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who were these words spoken to, sis?
Israel.
All Israel.
All Israel.
All Israel. Don't forget that part.
Okay.
All Israel.
I got to go there because that's my home.
Hey, well, thank you for listening, sis. Hey, let's go back to the curses real quick, priest.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
And because we didn't take, time to observe, to hearken to do all God's laws, statutes, commandments, guess what happened to us? Well, the Bible about to explain. What happened to us? Let's read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We will go into Egypt. Hey, pick up from Egypt again, priest.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
And this is why, since we ain't hearken, we ain't listen, our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our grandparents, they went where? They went back into Egypt. Back into Egypt. In the Bible, Egypt is known as the house of bondage. Slavery. Slavery. And since our people, they are, we ain't listen, guess what happened? We went where? Back into Egypt. And since we over here in Egypt, how did we get here? Keep reading on, priest. It says by ships.
With ships.
And you know these ships not talking about Disney. Ain't talking about Carnival. Ain't talking about none of those cruise liners. Nah, these was actual cargo slave ships that they destroyed over history. Because they didn't want to know what? They want us to know who we are in the last days. Because our history, once again, fits Bible prophecy. Letting us know that what? Bible prophecy is our history. Who history? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because we are the Israelites. We are the Israelites. And finish that up for me, please. What happened to the Israelites? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. What happened to us?
Well, you want to read it from the top again?
Nah, read for ships, for bondmen. Pick it from right there.
All right. Into Egypt again with ships.
For what?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
So this is how you know Moses was a true prophet. Keep reading, priest.
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there.
You about over here.
Egypt.
Over here in Egypt.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Hey, who hits in this match if it's not ours? I know y'all remember movies like Roots. Django, the latest one. Our people always have a history of being sold. To who? The Bible says our enemies. The Bible is letting us know. The Bible is showing us that God has people that literally hate him. And since they hate him, guess who they hate? His people. His people. But keep acting around like we don't have enemies. But finish up, priest.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Because remember, your friends don't sell you into slavery. And with that, say shalom.
And no man shall buy you.